Welcome to Zion. This is the headquarters of Polyphonics, and this is our Aquaponics Systems. These are the two fish tanks, and the water runs down into a biomass, or a... This is the solids filtration tank, and waste precipitates into the water. This is the biodiversity tank over here.
The one where Chris is just playing with the guppies?
No. Yeah.
It's a very special component to the system. Not very common in aquaponic systems. And the 3 grow beds, very productive. And all that waste is being converted into plant food. All of the fish waste is being converted into plant food by bacteria. All of the water is gravity fed into this sump tank at the very end of the system, where it then uses electricity to pump water once all the way back to the first part, the fish tank.
Alright, so the first method we used to fill up this tank was using this 5-gallon bucket. It was a painful method where we just filled up water from that bathtub. It's a tub, right? We just call it a tub. So we just kept filling it until we filled like 5 gallons, and eventually we lost some water due to heaviness and about 5% water loss, and then we just pour the rest down until it filled up the stick. So we filled it up until it reaches here, to this point. Then that's when we consider it's about full, right?
Yep.
And the first day I think we filled up like 30 gallons of water, like about 5% water loss for each one of them. It was 30 gallons, right?
Yeah, 30 gallons.
And then the second method was using a pump. I don't know where the pump is.
Oh, it's here.
But yeah, okay, so we're using this pump right here. And we just put it into this water bucket when we fill it up. And it's the quickest method of sucking water out from this 5-gallon bucket into this water gallon tank right here. Using this, yes. It's the quickest method. I'm gonna show how it's done, how we put this thing in all together. We put this tube in this hole, and then we just let it sit, plug it in, and then it just sucks all the water in, and it just lets it flow through this pipe and into this tank.
It was way better than the first method because we didn't have to lift 5-gallon buckets of water.
And then our third method, the newest method that Eric came up with, was using the water hose. How'd you do it? Like you just like suck it through the water hose, right? And the water just naturally flows through.
Yeah. So sucking it begins the siphon, but you don't always need to suck on it.
Okay. Yeah. So each knot here represents 10 gallons, and every time it goes down a knot, it means that we've sucked out 10 gallons of water from this tank, and we pumped it into that water tank over there. So this is our third method, and we think it's the quickest, less hazardous, and less workout, because we don't.
And the idea is basically that all of the water we put into the tank is eventually evaporated. So the water change in there is the water that's lost.
Water loss will occur due to evaporation and evapotranspiration. Yep, that's it.
And what's the difference between the two?
Evaporation is when water boils off into the air, into a gaseous form, and evapotranspiration is when water is taken up by the plants to be used within photosynthesis.
Well, we did good, and hopefully we might come up with a fourth new method, you know, using solar power. Just kidding, we're not going to do that. So this is a solar panel.
What's the solar panel for? Are we using it to pump or something?
Well, in the future we'll use the solar panel to provide redundant electricity to Zion, so that none of our fish die again. Have you had a manicure yet from the fish? Have you let them manicure your hands?
Oh, I crave apple.
The fish in the biodiversity pond really like to eat humans. They're semi-carnivorous.
It nibbled at me. Alright. I think that's
will.
good. So, bye.
Bye. Bye.